Blessed is the one who finds wisdom and the one who gets understanding. For the gain from her is better than the gain from silver, and her profit is better than gold. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. Does not wisdom come? Does not understanding raise her voice on the heights beside the way? The fear of the Lord, the fear of the Lord, the fear of the Lord, fear of the Lord is the beginning of understanding. The fear of the Lord, fear of the Lord is the beginning of understanding. The fear of the Lord is understanding, understanding. Does not wisdom come? Does not understanding raise her voice on the heights beside the way? Does not wisdom come? Does not understanding raise her voice on the heights beside the way? Does not wisdom come? Does not understanding raise her voice on the heights beside the way?
Well, hey. Welcome to Tuesday.
It is Tuesday, isn't it?
I'm
It
Brett.
is.
Whoa.
Go ahead.
No, you.
Nope.
Go ahead. Start.
Nope.
Start the show.
No.
It's going to be a very boring show if you don't start the show.
Hi, guys.
I'm Brad.
And I'm Christa.
She was waiting for with the Big Family Homestead. Hope you're having a blessed Tuesday.
Yeah.
Wherever, whenever you're watching this shenanigans
Yep.
online. We've been gone.
Yeah.
Physically.
And mentally.
I mean,
No.
more than usual. That's why I said physically.
Yep.
Do tell.
We took an overnight trip to Milwaukee for our 30th anniversary. And people would say, well, why would you go to Milwaukee
It's the nearest place that has stuff
in things?
and things
Yes.
that are not stuff and things that we have right here
Right.
in our backyard.
Exactly. In
Yeah.
our backyard.
I'll tell you what, we are going to talk about tomorrow. We're going to dish, people. We are going to dish on 30 years of holy matrimony. Well,
You never know where you're going to go with that.
it's marital bliss.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we might dish a little bit on the actual trip today. Maybe.
Sure.
Well, we have to, because one of the things we found, there were a couple unexpected blessings.
Yeah.
Just God moments where it was like, poof. Mm-hmm. For example, there was one of the things that, I know this is going to be a shocker to you. One of the things that we wanted to do while one of the things that I wanted to do while we were there, because in the big city, they have big music stores, and so you can look at all kinds of different things all at once. And there was a guitar center in Milwaukee that I really wanted to go and look around and see if there's any doodads or microphones or this or that. Ooh, same thing as a guy with tractors, or same thing as a guy with cars. Or
he gets geeked out about gear like I get geeked out about horse stuff. So
well,
actually, yeah.
So one of the cool things, I'll be married 30 years on June 12th. Congratulations in advance.
Yes, congratulations.
Tammy.
That's awesome.
So yeah, but one of the cool things was that I struck out from being able to get anything from Guitar Center at all. So she would call that a win right out of the gate.
No, I wouldn't call that a win.
But I was doggone. I was determined to get her to the shopping mall there, mainly because we had a bunch of time and not a lot of stuff to do because all the museums were closed.
Right. The dog is
There's a dog.
Daisy's back here.
So the museums were closed, and I thought, you know what? Let's just walk around. Maybe we'll have like a sweet treat or something, and we'll just, fiddle around, see what happens. Well, wouldn't you know it, a store that we thought was closed was right. It was like...
It was right as we walked in.
It was like Excalibur shining light down. And you know what we saw? Well, I saw, oh, God, this is going to be expensive. But what Christa saw was...
Well, I got a new bag.
No,
but
tell.
It was Vera Bradley.
Ha!
It's Vera Bradley.
We thought the place was closed down.
And actually, I thought the one in Minneapolis closed down, but apparently it did not. But it was... I hadn't been to Vera Bradley in quite some time.
Because we usually can't afford it.
We usually can't afford it.
Frankly.
Right. But they were having a sale on a few things, so I got some on sale, which was really cool. And not like I didn't get a lot. I got 2 small things, so it was not...
And it's 30-year anniversary.
Right. So
the funny thing was, it was like Excalibur. There she is, shining in the sun. And it was like, ah. She saw it, was like, look at that.
Oh, I was so excited. I couldn't believe it. There was a Vera Bradley store right there as we walked in the store, or right in the mall. It was really funny. We haven't been to the mall in 3 years.
There's a reason why we don't go to the mall.
Yeah.
Holy wow, has society changed since we've been at the mall?
Yeah. It was a little nutty, lots nutty.
There was a lot of inclusion going on.
A lot of weird stuff going on.
There's a lot of inclusion. So
yeah, a lot of weird stuff.
But I
yeah.
saw a lot that I did not expect to see.
Yeah.
I got shoved by a teenager who
You were in the Apple store?
it was actually, yes, I was in the Apple store.
Yeah.
But it was funny because she went into the Vera Bradley store, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. I've checked out. See you later. I was like, honey, I'm gonna just wander. Call me when you're done.
Right.
I literally was like, I'm out. I'm not gonna stand here and watch you buy a bag because this could take an hour and a half.
And it was perfect timing too, because they closed in 15 minutes. I think we got there at 6:45 and they closed at 7. So I had a short window.
She had to hurry,
which was really good.
All right, so I'm seeing a lot of you guys saying that you got anniversaries coming
That's
up,
awesome.
or have had a, what? So what are your anniversaries? I'm seeing Love Mama on the 23rd. Our 23rd anniversary will be on June 3rd. Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Well, what we found out too is that, speaking of anniversaries, Tyler Woods and his lovely bride,
the
Terry,
Bulletproof Pastor,
got married on the exact same day as us, but only, I think,
20 years earlier?
16 years earlier.
Yes,
They're
that's
at
right.
46 years.
16 years earlier. Can you believe that? Mm-hmm. Were we at Bayshore? Yes.
No, we didn't
And
go to
then
Bayshore.
it closed down. Or we didn't. We went to Brookfield. That's where it was.
Yes, we went to Brookfield.
Brookfield
We were in
Mall.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Isn't Bayshore?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that was the one we tried to go to, but it was closed or whatever.
I don't know.
We went to Brookfield because that's where the Guitar Center was.
Yeah.
It was right across the street.
Right. So that was really funny. But
Well, and I'll tell you one of the reasons why Guitar Center is probably circling the drain in terms of they've had financial problems like you wouldn't believe, guys. they've had to bring in like investors and big investment capital, and they're just not making it.
Yeah.
They keep tanking. And if you're with Guitar Center, let me tell you, here's one of the big reasons why your stores are failing. A guy who loves having equipment, recording studios in my life, this is what I've been doing forever. I stood in front of a counter ready to buy a thing for 25 minutes, and not one human talked to me.
No.
I was literally using my phone to scan for prices to see who had the better deal because I was tired of waiting around.
Yeah. It was ridiculous.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I wonder why you guys are having financial problems.
Right. And while he was there,
What?
do we want to talk about what I was doing when you were at Guitar Center?
Sitting and being bored?
No, I was not.
The first Guitar Center?
Yes, yesterday.
It's all kind of blurring. You're going to have to help me out. Oh, yeah. You're going to want to see this. Mm-hmm. So all of you people are going, I don't give a rip about Guitar Center. You're going to want to see this.
You don't. No, you don't.
You're going to want to see
Yeah.
this.
Well, so we pull in the parking lot, and I was, ready to go into Guitar Center. No big deal.
One quick second. If you don't mind, folks, please hit that thumbs up. It really does help the algorithm. There's about less than half of you that apparently like this video. So if you don't mind, click the thumbs up. It does help. Make any kind of comment. Say how many years you've been married, or how many years you're glad you're not married, or whatever you want to say. Or just hi. It does help. So now, as you were waiting on me.
Yes. So as I was waiting on Brad to go through Guitar Center, or actually as we were pulling in, he said,
guess what I saw?
it was funny because I was looking at something on the map, and
You weren't
you're
looking
like,
up.
I wasn't looking up, and he said, hey,
Look what I found.
there's a half price books.
Half price.
It went in one ear and out the other. And then he's like, honey, there's a half price books.
You're not listening.
What?
There's a half price books.
What?
Yeah.
And so, I was, okay, I'm going in there while you go over there.
Now,
So,
for those who don't know what a half price books is,
oh man,
do tell.
it is a discount bookstore. Or used bookstore. Sorry,
You can
not
bring your
discount.
books and sell them.
You can bring your books in, DVDs in. You can bring them in. They'll give you a price for each of them, and then they'll sell them for you.
Well, no, they buy them.
No, that's what I said. They'll give you a price for them.
But they don't
And they'll
sell
sell
them for
them.
It's not consignment.
No, it's not consignment. No, it's they buy them from
There
you,
you go.
and then they sell them. Is what I was trying to say. But
And we haven't been to a half price book since Ohio.
since Ohio, right? And now I've ordered stuff from Half Price Books, which is awesome because you can do mail order, and they ship it from whatever store that they are. Sorry, got an itch. Whatever store that book is at. But so I walk in, and I'm in happy land. I love the bookstore.
She's
love
floating
the bookstore.
around like an angel with
Right.
little cherub wings.
Right. And so I go up to the gal at the counter. I said, do you by chance have...
Hide it.
Okay.
Hide it.
Okay,
Here
hold
we
on.
go. Hide.
Hold on.
Under
on.
here. I didn't mean it. Wow. That's nice.
Do you by chance have
Ready?
the Foxfire books?
Look at that. Look at that, people. Tell, show, describe.
Well, so I said, okay, do you by chance have the Foxfire books? She said, I said, where would those be? She said, oh yeah, those are in the homesteading section.
They have a homesteading section.
I said, are you nuts? You have a I didn't say that. I said, you have a homesteading
new.
section? This is
is new.
awesome. This is new. She's like, yeah, it's really small. Yeah, it was a shelf and a half. Okay, no big deal. But still, they have
A homesteading section.
4 of these. So I got book 4, book 2, book 3, and book 6.
Okay. I have heard Christa talk about these. These are in stellar shape.
These are in really good shape.
I don't think they've been cracked open for
In a long time. I mean,
Dave
they've been.
Clark, yeah.
This one here doesn't look like it's ever been opened. Right here, see, you can see it on the side.
Yeah,
these have been read, but this one maybe not.
I started thumbing through this. Let me just show you the wide range of craziness that you're going to find in this book. Let me just show you it right there. You see that first topic? Fiddle making. Mm-hmm. Now, it's not just like, hey, get a wood and thumb through the instruction manual here. No, they show you how to make an actual violin.
Step by step. There was another one.
It's crazy.
This one here, honey. Look, you didn't see this one.
What's that?
Banjos and dulcimers.
Oh, cool.
Hide tanning, summer and fall wild plant foods, butter churns, ginseng. It's really cool.
Let me see if I can find something.
Well,
here.
I believe there's 13 of them.
This is 4. Huh. That's a wood carved Last Supper.
Yeah, it's a wood carving of the Last Supper. So I have 2, 3, and 4, and 6. So I'm missing 1, 5, and then 7 through 13. So I know, it's really cool. There you go.
Yeah. Like here's dimensions and how to put it
It's just
together,
crazy.
and it's not just one page; it's many.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, here, have at it.
Yeah. I had never heard of these books until a couple of weeks ago. Somebody had made mention. Have you ever heard of
Foxfire books?
Foxfire books? No, what are those? So I went and I looked them up, and sure enough, I think I'm going to check those out.
There's a bunch of pages on cheese making, water systems, how to actually dig a real well.
Yeah.
A real well.
A real one.
How to do it. And dangers all involved. Now, so what are some of the things in those ones over there? Because they are crazy.
Okay, so here, this one's shoemaking. 100 toys and games, gourd banjos, songbows, wooden locks, and a water-powered sawmill.
There's a bunch of gardening in here.
That's some of them in here.
Wooden sleds, gardening.
This one is eerie. This one has ghost stories.
What?
Yep. Spring wild plant foods, spinning and weaving, midwifing. I think it's midwifery. Burial customs, corn shuckins, wagon making, and more affairs of plain living. That's
Isn't that great?
Love it.
Breathe
Love it.
that crazy chicken lady. She says sweet.
Yeah, so I'm on the hunt for more of these. I'm only, like I said, I'm missing 1, 5, and then 7 through 13.
So we're halfway there.
Yeah, we're halfway there.
We're halfway there.
Well, less than half, but that's okay.
I'm just shocked at the wide variety of information that you're going to get.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, even if you had like one thing, like how to drill an actual real live well.
Yeah, no kidding.
Whoa.
It's just great. So
Jacob would be hanging out. He'd be taking notes, like, so how do we drill that well? You get it?
Yeah, I get it.
You got it.
I got it. Yeah. So yeah, these books are very interesting. There's so many things. I can't wait to sit down and just start digging into these. Yeah, I mean, and I could get them all online. I just haven't done it yet because, they're about $9 to $10, $11 used. But that's okay. But to buy all 13 is a lot.
Yeah, that would be a lot.
Right. So I got to buy them slowly. So,
and they're not cheap. But what I was going to say is that think of the knowledge you're getting out of any one of them.
Oh, sure. Definitely. That's what I'm thinking. But of course,
Well, I will say this, guys. For those of you, now you may or may not know, but if you are patrons of the Big Family Homestead, there's Brutus.
Lay down, Brutus.
And Daisy's getting ready to have a fit because she's an old dog. Brutus, lay down.
Brutus, down.
But if you're patrons of the Big Family Homestead,
I know it takes time for you to move that big old body.
Then if you've been with us for a couple months, you can email and request. I have 3 zip files of hundreds of books.
Yeah.
Military training manuals, how-tos, gardening, mushrooming, a lot of similar stuff to this, but I gotta say that the information in here is very more like country living kind of basics. It is Dowell's Homestead. It is back to basics. We have that book.
Yes,
Yes.
we have that. That's a generalized overview of things.
Yes.
This is way more in depth. They actually had two of those, and they had different covers, so I opened them up to make sure that they were the same one, and they are. We already have that one. So Nebo's asking how old they are. They were originally published, at least this book 4 was published in 1973.
And I will say that I was thumbing through book 4, and the last chapter is it this guy? Yeah, this guy right here. The last chapter is about, who's this pastor guy?
That was a coffin.
It was a pastor guy who grew up and lived a really long time and had Reverend Rufus Morgan. And he had actual memories of the late 1800s and had very good memories from his father. So he was going way back.
Wow.
And documenting a lot of stuff. And so it's like, I mean, he grew up in the 20s, but that was midlife, kind of thing.
Sure, yeah.
So
Wow.
very cool stuff.
Yeah.
Homestead Universe.
Yeah, I love Homestead Universe. That's awesome.
I thought it said must know UFO. That's why you're here, huh? Palmetto Paratrooper.
Funny. That's funny.
Can you get them on Amazon? Asks Treasured Home of Sylvia Jane.
I have looked on Amazon, and I think to buy the whole set is expensive. I can't remember. And I know there's another website, but I can't remember what that website is that you can get them on. I just figured since we were there, we would just pick them up and, be done with it.
Well,
for now.
And ladies and gents, here's the thing. These books are floating around out there.
Yeah.
Look at look for them at like garage sales. Look for stuff like that. And I would. Somebody was mentioning earlier. I wish I could remember who said it. I'd give you credit. Somebody was saying that you can get them on hardback. Oh, Redneck Prepper.
Oh, hardback would
would be awesome.
Excellent. I would love hardback, but that again is going to be much more pricey.
Check those garage sales. And unfortunately, a lot of libraries are downsizing because, frankly, a lot of stuff's digitized.
Yeah.
I don't like that idea of digitizing everything.
No. Jess, who is a librarian, she said that our local library has access to all of them.
Nice.
So,
see which ones you want to buy.
Right,
That's a good point.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, if you guys keep a lookout for them, get them, because they, books are a very useful tool. This kind of stuff, this will go away, but books are forever. So,
well, here's just a question, guys. Does it not seem to you that in this time period, people have forgotten how to do stuff that 20 years ago, 30 years ago would have been considered basics of life?
Sure.
Everybody knows how to do it. This is just what you do. And now, either they're forgotten or we're living in such a great Western society that someone else will do that for me, or I don't have to worry about that because there's always food at the grocery store.
Right.
Why would I ever have to can anything or store anything? Is that just me? Are you guys feeling that?
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's truly sad that we have failed the kids of the United States, because none of them know how to do anything except consume. Sorry.
I wouldn't say none.
I would say a majority of them. From what we saw this week, these last day and a half. Oh man.
Okay. Yeah, I will say it was quite the eye opener.
Yeah.
Even different from being here in the center of Wisconsin to over there. It was like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Palmetto Paratrooper has an excellent comment. Absolutely.
Nobody knows how to read a map or drive a manual transmission.
What if all of a sudden this thing didn't work, guys?
Yeah. You don't know where to go?
Just curious.
Yeah.
I mean, if, let's say, something happened to our technology and let's just say these still worked, but they weren't connecting to the satellites, which were connecting to the internet, which was connecting to the cell tower, which was connecting to your phone. So you couldn't call anybody.
No.
GPS wouldn't work. You couldn't order DoorDash.
Never in my life have I or will I ever order DoorDash.
I don't even know if I don't think it's a thing around here.
I don't think so either, honestly.
I really don't.
No.
Palmetto Paratrooper says, if you make machines do all your work for you and don't know how they work without the machine, you won't know what to do.
Exactly.
And that is the truth.
That is so true. Yeah. Save the manuals.
Oh, I thought he said shave the mammals.
Oh.
I need new glasses.
Yeah.
Shave the mammals, Gunner. I'm with you, bro. Start with like a nice, maybe an ape. What about an elephant's
word.
technically a mammal, right? Warm-blooded.
Yeah, but they don't have a lot of hair. They have very light, bristly hair. It's very coarse, too.
Well, you want a slick.
I've ridden an
you want a
elephant. Did you know I
slick
rode an
elephant.
elephant once?
You did mention that.
I did. I rode an elephant once when I was a kid.
Shave the mammals.
It was
I'm protesting. I'm protesting until all
Mammals?
mammals are shorn. Freshly shorn. Slick. Slick as a baby's bottom.
Yes, Tammy, we can read a paper map. They were a thing when we were kids. This was not a thing. So, yeah.
This is how you start. If it says N here, you start like that.
Yeah.
If the big N is here, good start.
Yes. And actually, if you don't keep a map in your car, then you're hosed.
Well, and what would you do? Just figure it out real fast? Can somebody show me how to order DoorDash on this thing?
On your map.
DoorDash isn't working.
I don't know if you guys have seen Jumanji. What am I going to do without my phone? Ugh. That's how kids are.
Nana.
Relax, Nana.
There's Nana. She's coming in to say hi.
Yeah, there she is.
There's
Nana. Hi, Nana.
Hi, Nana.
All right, go lay down.
You've
Get
made your
stinky breath.
appearance. You've made your
Ugh.
appearance.
Stinky
So,
breath.
yeah, actually, here's a fun thing, guys. How many of you? Okay, this is gonna be fun because there's 140 of you. At what age did you have to learn how to change a tire on a car? Uh-oh. I've always been there to do it for you.
My dad never taught me how to change a tire.
How old? Because David knew.
You showed me how to change a tire.
Claire knew. Jonathan knows.
I was 20.
I made it a requirement that you could not get your license until
Hope
you
is
knew
next.
how.
Hope is next. You
She's
got to
gonna
work
learn
on
how to
that
do it.
tomorrow.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
12. There you go.
Yeah. I was 20, 21.
72. Redneck prepper. Well, better late than never, my
Sure.
friend. Right? You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
11 or 12.
Yep. Becky says, I have an Atlas. My husband is a truck driver. Good.
Yeah. How about changing oil? Oh, my gracious.
I know how to check oil. I know how to check all the fluids in the car, but I don't know how to change a single one. Because that's what I have Brad for.
And that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know this is this might rub some people wrong, but around here, there's guy roles and then there's girl roles.
Exactly.
And it doesn't mean that mine is more important. I promise you that. It just means it's different.
Right.
Doesn't mean hers is more important. Just means it's different. Because I can promise you this. There's a lot of stuff that she does that the whole house would come to a grinding halt if Brad had to do it. Because, whoa.
Laundry.
No, I know how to do that.
I know you know
Learned
how.
that in the Marine Corps.
I know you know how.
Just, yeah, you know.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Paper Nerd says, my dad was a master mechanic. We had a garage, so I must have been pretty young.
Yep.
15, we had to do it before drivers.
So Jean says 8th grade science class. We could not pass unless we could change a tire.
A science class? Awesome.
That's great.
I love
would
your
think,
science teacher.
I would think shop or home ec or something like that. See, that's what they need to have. They need to have a class in, well, I mean, we don't do public school, but a class in public school where they teach all the boys how to change a tire, all the kids, not just boys, I'm sorry, all the kids how to change a tire, change the oil, check all the fluids, all that jazz.
Yeah. Palmetto Paratrooper's got a great point. In 12 years, I have never made my wife take care of the trash or cut the grass. There's a lot of stuff that I don't ask her to do, and there's a lot of stuff that she doesn't ask me to do.
That's right. We
shake
have
and bake.
Shake and bake.
Say it again.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake,
Gets me
baby.
jacked up. Say it again.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
Oh
Woo!
my word.
All right.
Oh boy. So yeah.
First you shake,
And you bake.
then you bake.
Okay, quit it.
Nowadays, you have to bring your card into the dealership to get computer-controlled tire change.
Sure. Oh, sure. Yeah.
Tire change.
See what Jess said.
No. Oh, yeah. Toxic. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't read that. You can just read that in the comments. Just look at Jess. Yeah, that's.
How many have tried to till a garden? Let's just say that I can do it, but not in a straight line.
Yeah, no. I don't have the upper body strength to do tilling or, getting to change a tire. So I couldn't do that. But
All right.
anyway.
So here's the scoop, guys. I have had the blessing of not reading the news for 2 whole days.
It's been awesome.
You know what?
Is the world still spinning?
I'm not sure. But I was just going to start making stuff up. I was like, the fact that Australia took over Taiwan is pretty impressive.
Funny.
And then we stood back and watched and went, I don't know. Nobody's making money in there, so I guess our government will leave them alone. What?
Yeah.
I have no idea what I just said.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I do know that when the politics of the day get rolling, and I'm not saying this to scare anybody, it's just things don't generally go backwards. Does that make sense? When people who want to have conflict keep pushing, they're going to keep pushing. They're going to keep pushing. It's not like the one day they go, you know what? I've seen the error of my ways. And you know what? I would really rather have peace, love, and security. Let's all sing Kumbaya. Come here. Come here. Yeah, Mr. Xi Ping? Is that your... Yes. Come on over.
Bring it in. Let's hug it out.
Let's hug it out. All right. Pyutin? Is that your name, Pyutin? Yeah, come on over. Pyutin. He looks angry. He's always angry.
Stop.
Just pat him on the head. He's fine. My point, guys, is that a lot of this stuff is so far out of our control that what are we going to do about it? Except what we can do for your family, in your local community. Learn how to garden, learn how to can, learn how to preserve. We do a lot of that, but we all oh man, I wasn't planning this, but this is the most awesome shameless plug scenario switch.
Okay.
Because we love our Thrive Life freeze-dried food.
Yep.
I was actually just going to tell you that get preserving.
Right.
But then I forgot. We brought this up here because we wanted to tell you about cheese. But there you go. How about that?
The cheese is actually really good.
Thrive Life stuff.
Yes. The Thrive Life.
We love it.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
He's an angry elf. No, I think that's in somewhere north of South Korea, I think.
I don't know.
Somewhere north of there.
I don't know. But as you guys know, we love our Thrive Life freeze-dried food. Okay.
Yep.
I wanted to tell you about a sale that I just saw for those of you who buy.
And we're very grateful.
And we are very grateful. There is a 60% off right now.
Really?
Yeah. 60% off
Of
all
Sorry, I'll shut up.
I'll tell you.
Well, the tension is killing me.
Well, then
Maybe I should look at the site. Huh?
it's right here. You can read the list. I wrote a list. So, okay, 60% off all sizes of instant milk.
Really?
Okay, yeah. That's a huge deal. They have an overabundance of it right now, so they are passing on this so that you guys will help them with their overstock. And let me tell you. Sorry, just distracted me. Stop that. Stop that right now.
Hey, no funny comments. Well, this is a very, very serious.
See, I got my
We
knife hands
don't-
out.
Bear independent. He's got like kung fu action.
Yeah. 60% off all sizes of instant milk right now until July 31st. So it's not something you have to get right this second. But honestly, I wouldn't, if you need some, I wouldn't wait too terribly long. But the
They
instant
sell
milk,
out,
they
yeah.
do sell out. The instant milk is actually really good. I use it when I make our hot chocolate. So good.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the stuff you buy at the store, it leaves clumps. This doesn't leave clumps. It's so good. It makes the best hot chocolate mix. But yeah, we make our hot chocolate mix. The kids make it with stevia, and they absolutely love it. But yeah, 60% off. Excuse me. All sizes of instant milk, and from now until July 31st. But then there's also something that I wanted to talk to you guys about for those of you who are consultants or considering being a consultant.
Which you should. It's
Which
awesome.
you totally should. There is right now it's called Rise to the Top. It's a Zoom session with top leaders in the Thrive Life company. Okay. They are going to, during these Zoom calls, they're going to give you insider knowledge on how to use the Thrive Life resources
To grow your business.
to accelerate your progress to achieve your next rank. So tonight at 6:30 Mountain Time, which actually I think, well, that one's over. Sorry, that one started 20 minutes ago because I just saw this
We're
afternoon.
technically competing with them right now.
Right now, we are competing with them. But they have different different times for the different ranks that you currently are. So
Basically, summing up,
Yeah.
if you want to help, want help growing your business, they've got tips, and
Yeah.
it's really good stuff.
right.
One last thing. Jeannie, no, it's not like
No.
it's completely legal, all the whole nine. It's just like what do you call that? Not Amway. So
Yeah,
yeah.
no, not
it's
like
that.
that. No.
Direct sales.
Yes.
So, but the good news is you do get a commission.
Right.
True.
Right. And Elder Sky Foxy, there is amazing online, back office training.
Yes, absolutely.
So many things. But this is where your top leaders are talking to you about some awesome
Yeah.
resources that Thrive has. Yeah.
Last thing, and then we'll get back to the goodies because there are more goodies to be had.
Yes.
Keep the convo coming. Make sure you guys are making a comment. But if you're just interested in figuring out what the heck this is, it's freeze-dried food. So it's good on the shelf for 30 years, as fresh. The other thing to it is if you want to just try out, it costs $0 to become a delivery customer.
Yep.
And what that means is you can sign up, no strings attached. You can put stuff in your cart and then go, I don't really want that in my cart. Yeah, I'll put it back in. Oh, I'm changing. There's a sale on bananas. You swap things out.
Yep.
Doesn't matter when. And then you set a time where you say, well, I want it to ship now.
Yep.
And then if you don't want to ship anything anymore, great. But the really good reason for doing that, first of all, there's no fee to sign up. But if you buy $100 worth of stuff, there's no shipping.
Right.
That's why.
Right.
Okay. That's
Well,
it.
and if you do the monthly delivery service, you actually get 15% off of retail.
Yeah.
So you get a better deal
Yep.
than just ordering if you sign up for a monthly service, you get 15% off.
Yep.
And then if you're shipping it, or your cart is over $100, there's the free shipping, which is another added, I think, 12%.
Sure.
So it's a huge deal.
So links down below.
Yep.
Links down below. Have you guys seen, this is, oh, sorry, if that wasn't a good enough segue. Have you seen that a lot of major farm store chains are not going to be carrying over-the-counter antibiotics anymore?
Yeah, that's not okay with me. I mean, granted, we don't do antibiotics unless absolutely necessary.
For your animals.
For your animals. Well, even for our humans.
But you don't buy those from a farm store.
No, it was a joke. No, it's completely different. No. So you have to have a vet come out every time your animal is in need.
The future.
Yeah, in need of antibiotics to administer these antibiotics. So,
Okay. Now, not to be too much of the rabbit hole conspiracy theorist, what good does that do? Because here's my thought. If, let's just say, the only thought I could think about this was maybe there are people who are deciding, oh, I should buy all this stuff up, and then if I have to, I would wrongly use them for humans, and they're not doctors and they're not prescribing things, and it's not designed to do that, and you shouldn't do that, and yada yada.
No.
So, but there are people who would buy that up. So maybe, just maybe, the powers that be are saying, you know what, we're just going to stop it so they can't do it at all. Well, here's an easier way to fix this. Is maybe there's some kind of a, I don't know, you get a card or a something from your vet that says, hey, I have 300 head of cattle. I shouldn't have to call every other day when I've got an animal that's sick. I have a card that says I'm allowed to buy these.
Exactly.
Like a license.
Right. If you own a dairy farm, you should be allowed to purchase those, or a horse farm, or a
any
beef
registered animal.
cattle farm. It doesn't matter. No.
I don't even like saying the word registered animal because I don't even like, they shouldn't be registered.
It shouldn't be that way. We shouldn't even have to have a card.
No.
It's a free market. We should be able to buy them. Sorry.
No, but my point,
Getting
baby,
annoyed.
is that if they're going to go that route, if they're going to say straight to the vet, then I would say, well, wait a minute, what isn't there something between here?
Right.
If it's already going to be out of our hands,
Right.
shouldn't there be some kind of stopgap? We were talking to a farmer just the other day,
And they milk 300 head of cattle.
and his comments were, this is going to be bad.
Yeah, it's going to be bad because they can't afford to have the vet come out
Every few days.
every few days for another sick animal.
And or they will wait till it's too late because of finances, and then you're going to lose animals.
Right. If they wait until they have several animals sick before they come out to get the vet, or have the vet come out, then there's going to be a loss there too.
Jeannie Shannon says, or Jean Shannon, if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. Agreed. Vets in our area are upset about this too. I've heard about that. They're already overwhelmed in the rural areas. It's going to be way worse. And what's going to happen is farmers are either going to cut back, or they're going to let animals die, or they're going to send them to freezer camp, which means Burger City. So what that's going to do, guys, think. Supply and demand, right? Basic stuff. So if there's far less supply of things like milk and meat and all the stuff that goes along with dairy, because there's far fewer cows, because it costs too much money to have them, costs go up on the other side.
Yeah.
That's a great example. Be. No, that's a good idea.
Led by, tell a vet. Yeah.
Why not?
Right. Little Miss is saying they don't have enough vets in their area now to service their animals. They do farm visits yearly, and if we do need something, she's got to go get it from the office.
That's going to be really, really difficult and costly.
For our area, okay, we have, so half an hour north of us, there's one large animal vet. I don't know if they have multiple vets. They might have a couple in the office. But then 20 minutes south of us, there's 2 large animal vets. And then there's another, hour, I think, to Athens.
There's not a lot of veterinarians
There's not
around
a lot
here,
of large animal
but
vets.
there's still a lot of large animals.
There's a lot of farms here. A lot of large dairy farms. Now, I know the really, really big dairy farms, they probably have a vet on staff. You know what I'm saying? I would think that they would keep a vet on staff. That would be silly to not to.
If you've
got, 1,000 cows that you're milking daily, you should have a vet on staff.
Is it worth it?
Yes.
And that's the sad thing, guys. It always boils down to the money.
Yeah.
Do I want to pay this vet $80,000 a year? $90,000 a year?
You're going to pay more than that
or is it worth it?
Well, okay. We have 3 cows. We have
Chickens.
sheep, 2 horses, and a donkey, right?
We don't count the chickens because they don't have to have
they
the same
don't. We
kind
don't
of
do
stuff,
vet
yeah.
care for the chickens. We spent over the last year,
Just 1 year.
over $3,000 a year for vet calls.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're already, the bills are already stacking now because, the sheep went down because of the
That was costly.
That was costly. Let me tell you, that was costly. And you've got he's got to drive out here, so there's a farm call fee.
Yeah,
then
no
there's
blame to the vet.
No. Trust me when I say this. I'm not blaming the vet at all. They have to cover their costs. Then there's a mileage fee. They have to pay for their gas. Then there's their time. So
Yeah.
it's, and then whatever medications those animals have to have or what was done to those animals. So
I want to talk about this. Okay, here's something that we need to think about, guys, all of us.
yeah.
And this may sound bizarre, but we're going to start with John D. Rockefeller. Remember that guy? Super rich guy. Started out Standard Oil. Well, he started out before that, but this was his first big business adventure with Standard Oil. He figured out that the best way to get really, really, really rich is to jump into bed with the GOV and make it so that you have legal monopolies.
Yeah.
He figured it out. They're recreating that business model in just about every sector you can really think about. Telecommunications. It's been rough. Ma Bell had it for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Then they had to break things up. But food, think about it. Big pharma, big this, big that, yada, yada. They're trying to find the buckets, which, who's the lobbyists? Oh, you and I, we can work together? Okay, all right. And then all of a sudden, these regulations show up, and now you got to have this, you got to have that. John D. Rockefeller had the model that they're all copying now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Legal monopolies.
Insane.
And if we're not careful, the next time we speak, we're going to be picking cricket legs out of our teeth.
No, we won't. Yeah. Love Mama says this is how they will get rid of farmers.
I hope not.
I hope not. And Redneck Prepper, I love that idea. Send your kids to vet school.
That's excellent.
I thought about...
Caleb, you're going to vet school.
Yeah,
Hold on a
actually...
second. Caleb!
He might be outside.
He's probably outside.
Yeah. I actually, Hope is a big animal lover, okay? And I kept trying to, push her down that path. Saying, do you really, not push her, but kind of guide her, saying, is this, you really love animals. Is this something you might want to do? No, I don't want to do that because I don't like to see the animals hurting. I'm like, well, you would actually be helping those animals who are hurting. No, I
She
don't want
can't
to do
see
that.
it.
No, she can't. No, she can't.
Yeah.
But vet school, you have to become an MD.
It's pricey.
It's pricey. It's really expensive. But a vet tech, however, you still have a lot of the knowledge, but not all of the knowledge. So vet tech school might be a possibility. So, and they have vet tech schools here at NTC. So it's
Central Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gents, we're going to say goodbye because we got to get out and help with chores here in a second.
Yep.
But we have got quite the video for you tomorrow. I saw so many of you guys all saying, Susan said celebrated 50 years last September.
That's amazing.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
So many of you guys, we're going to dish on the 30-year mark. We're going to. I wonder if we should do it live. Should we do it live or should we do it as Memorex?
It's up to you.
What do you guys think? Live, that way you can chat with us, or would you prefer just a video where you just watch it? I don't know.
Nobody's answering anything.
Yarn Prepper says thumbs, please.
She said thumbs up, please.
Thumbs, please.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right, so
We'll figure it out.
we're going to say goodnight, and we'll be back tomorrow, whether it's live or Memorex. You guys let us know.
Yarn Purpose is
And,
live.
And honestly and truthfully, please, 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 guys, take a look at your food stores. Could you make it 6 months?
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget to check out the sale. That'd be great.
Yeah,
Helps
that'd be
us
great.
out too.
Yep.
So, that said, you guys have an awesome and blessed evening, okay?
Yep. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Trespasses and sins in which you once walked, following the course of this world, following the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that is now working the sons of disobedience, among whom we all once lived in the passions of our flesh, carrying out the desires of the body and the mind. And we were by nature children of wrath, like the rest of mankind. But God, being rich in mercy because of the great love with which He loved us, even when we were dead in our trespasses, made us alive together with Christ. By grace you have been saved, and raised us up with Him, and seated us with Him in the heavenly places in Christ Jesus, so that in the coming ages He might show the immeasurable riches of His grace in kindness toward us in Christ Jesus. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not your own doing. It is the gift of God, not a result of works, so that no one may boast. For we are His workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. Therefore remember that at one time you Gentiles in the flesh, called the uncircumcision by what is called